Hey everybody, Melissa here. Whether you've been here before or this is your first time, welcome to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I'd really appreciate it if you take just a quick second and click on that subscribe button. That way you'll be the first to know when I upload a new tutorial. I'm so excited you're all here, so let's go ahead and get started. So today I'm in Excel and we're going to talk about the difference between a a formula and a function. Now, I wanted to use my webcam for this one so I can look you right in the eye when we have this conversation. I know that sounds creepy, but I promise it's really not. I have a method to every bit of my madness. Over the course of like many years that I've been using Excel, I've had numerous people tell me, I'll use a formula in Excel, but I'm not going to use a function. And I'm like, okay, why is that? And they'll say, formulas are easy, functions are scary, and they're hard. And I get that. If you're a new Excel user, you pull up a function to insert it and you get that function argument box. It can be kind of scary if you're not sure what it is you're looking at and what goes where. So I totally get it. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. And I hope you're ready, because this is what I really wanted to look at you when I say. Formulas and functions are basically the same thing. Yes, I said it. They are basically the same thing. Now, there is some technical differences, which we'll discuss a little bit later. But for now, let me show you what I mean when I say they're basically the same thing. So I have some data here, item, quantity, and price, and I'm going to put in formulas over here. Then we have item, quantity, price, and I'm going to use functions here. So let's just say we want to add these together, okay? Now we can go up to our formula bar, which is right beside our insert function. Don't know if they did that to make it easy or to make it more confusing. I'm not sure. So let's go to our formula bar and let's do equals this one plus this one plus this one. See where we're going here? This one, enter. We have 100. Perfect. It worked. Not a problem. Let's go over here. Now I know some new users, intermediate users, advanced users are like, Melissa, you have the Autosum. And we do. But surprise, that's a function. That's not a formula. So if you've used this, congratulations, you've used a function. Okay? So it's asking us, do we want to use G3 colon G8, which is saying cell G3 through cell G8. And that's what we want to do. So we're going to hit enter. And it's 100. The other way we can get to this function is insert function. Type in sum. If it's not already in your most recently used, tell it go. Sum. Okay. And it's asking us the same thing. Do you want me to add up G3 through G8? Sure, that's what we want. And there's 100. Okay. Now let's do something a little bit more, not necessarily complicated, but it's going to take a little bit more work to get. Let's average these prices. So let's say we want to average these. Okay, we can do that. And our formula bar equals, open our parentheses, this one, plus this one, plus this one, seeing a pattern here, plus this one, plus this one, plus this one. Now we're going to close our parentheses because it's just like math. We have to tell it, add all of those up before we divide by 6 and we enter. $14.16 is the average of all those prices. Perfect. It worked. Now let's use a function. Let's go up to insert function and we're going to find average. Tell it go. There's our average. Tell it okay. Now it's asking us, do you want to average cell H3 through cell H8? That's what we want to do. Tell it okay. I love functions. You will too by the time this is over, I promise. So now we're going to talk about the technical difference between a formula and a function. And basically it is manual versus automated. So over here, we had to do this one plus this one plus this one divided by 6. When we did average, or we did a function on the back end somewhere buried in the code of Excel, Microsoft has said if they choose the average function, then go ahead and add all these up and divide by however many there are. So it's done a lot of the manual work for you. So please do not be afraid of functions. They can make your life easier, and especially in 2 ways. If you do it manually, it's going to take a lot more work. And I just had 6 items. Imagine if you have 100. And even if you use the Autosum to add them up, then put parentheses, then divide by whatever to get your average, that's still quite a bit more work. And then there's a bigger issue, especially if you're dealing with revenue, inventory, or anything like that. Well, really anything to do with your business, is quality. When I was practicing these, because I always practice what I'm going to do for a video. I don't care, I know what I'm doing, but still, you would be surprised how many times I mess up. And that's exactly what happened on this one. I missed one of these and didn't realize it till I got over here that I had missed one. So I had 5 numbers and divided by 6, because that's what I thought I was supposed to have. So from a quality standpoint, you take some of the human error out of it, because Excel does, it kind of tries to determine what it is, and it'll give you a cell suggestion, whether you're coming down this way or you're averaging across this way. So that takes some of the human error out of it. So if you're kind of afraid of functions, I wouldn't be. Grab some data. Now hear me out. I'm going to say this really loud. Do not use your production data. Make a copy of it and create like a test worksheet, and go out and start playing with some of the functions. If you hit a roadblock and you encounter a function and you're like, I have no idea what this does and I've messed up my spreadsheet or something like that, drop a comment. Hey, Melissa, can you explain what this function does? And I'll create a tutorial for it. If you have something you're trying to accomplish and you're using a formula currently and you're like, you know what, maybe I can do this faster with some function within Excel, kind of give me an idea of what you're trying to accomplish and I'll give you some suggestions. So please don't be afraid of functions anymore. They're your friend. They're going to help you with production and they're going to help you with quality. And that is the difference between a formula and a function. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to like it, subscribe to my channel, and get notified. And I'll be back tomorrow with another tutorial. Until then, get to functioning, people, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.